Almeida is in custody. She's already pled.
She pled July 22nd.
We don't, it doesn't matter. We need to know who the attorneys are and what, just what the names are. It doesn't show up for some reason anymore when there are co-defendants. So that's okay. Y'all take, if y'all will help
And no,
Kelly,
it wasn't me,
please.
'cause I didn't-
Good morning. Are you Monique Wynn? And this is 24 DCCR 1298. Ms. Wynn is charged with theft of property. And what is the announcement?
So, Your Honor, we were advised, Ms. Wynn, there were thefts that spanned over several counties in which she has been given time in certain ones, probation in certain counties. And so I talked with Mr. Coleman in regards to the time that she has served about getting her credit. Look, she was in custody for a year, and she was recently released in May. So we want to get proof of that credit so that we can give her credit for the time on this case.
Okay, so I'll just do a normal reset. Ms. Wynn, make sure you stay in touch with Ms. Holmes, and then we'll see if we can get your case taken care of at the next court date. Okay?
All right, pause here. This is actually a big deal legally. When theft cases stretch across multiple counties, jail credit can get messy fast. If the defense proves she already served a year in custody, that time must be credited, which could drastically reduce or even resolve this case. Question for you all. Should courts automatically track jail credit across counties, or does this system unfairly punish defendants who can't keep up with the paperwork?
Thank you. You're free to go. Good morning. Are you Charles Newman? And Mr. Gilmore, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment? Mr. Newman, in cause number 25, DCCR 0545, you're charged with a second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from November 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Gallimore? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And it looks like there's a co-defendant's case that would get dismissed based on this plea, correct? Also, do you understand, sir, that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Newman's not competent? All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right there. Okay? We'll see you back at sentencing.
Discovery?
Yes. Mr. Gilmore, you have your discovery, and you need to get the DA to sign that one before, and then give it back. All right, sir, you Kelton Hebert?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 24 DCCR 1498. Mr. Hebert is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we need one more announcement date. There are some videos. There was a conversation that we located on a video, but haven't listened to it yet. And there may be another video coming from the police, but regardless, I think we can have this resolved next time.
Okay.
State's not supposed to reset, Judge. There was some discussions about what, if anything, was on a video, and also discussion about if there is another video that exists, Judge. State's not supposed to.
Okay, I'll just do a normal reset.
Let's break this down. 10 years of deferred probation on a second-degree felony is huge. That means no conviction if he follows every rule perfectly. But one violation, the judge can sentence him on the original charge. This is a lifeline and a tightrope. Do you think deferred probation actually helps people rehabilitate, or does it just delay the punishment?
So y'all can get that figured out. Mr. Hebert, stay in touch with Mr. Gallimore so that once he gets everything, you guys can go over it and see if we can get an announcement that next court date. Okay, free to go. Mr. Crenshaw, you've got Christopher Street.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Are you Christopher Street? And this is 24 DCCR 2058. Mr. Street is charged with theft of property, and what is the announcement?
Judge, we got a revised offer this morning, and if we could just have one more standard reset, my client needs to come up with a restitution upfront in full, and that is his intent to do that, and I think we can get this resolved at the next setting.
All right, so this will be the final reset. Looks like you were hired back in January, so this will be it. If you get the restitution, great. It'll take care of however y'all, whatever. If not, there needs to be something else that you guys are discussing just in case, okay? We'll see you at the next court date.
Thank you.
Good morning, you're Guillermo Galvin, and this is 24 DCCR 2321. Mr. Galvin is charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more, and what is the announcement?
Judge, this is going to be refiled as a misdemeanor, and we have a couple of weeks to get that refile done in the police set in the misdemeanor court, and once that's done, I'll send the paperwork to Ms. Molfino, and she'll submit a dismissal.
All right, so what I'll do a normal reset. That gives y'all hopefully plenty of time to get that taken care of. If everything works out, you don't have to come back to this court. If for some reason it doesn't happen before the next court date, then we'll just need to come back here and get an update.
Judge, he's provided over the pendency of this case quite a bit of documentation with respect to his attending rehab, having a handheld that he uses 3 times a day, I believe, kind of around his work schedule. I think Johnny's or whomever in error sent another of Mr. Crenshaw's clients with the last name similar to me to confirm all of the negatives on that. So if I could just get that documentation corrected, we'll take care of it and have a date certain.
Okay.
And I
Sounds
did
good.
send the correct documentation to her this morning.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. All right. Well, we may see you back in 30 days, but hopefully not.
But
Okay.
Judge, just to be on the safe side, can we still admonish him that with respect to having that handheld, continuing it until the plea? et cetera?
Yeah, you're still under all the same bond conditions, so make sure you continue to do everything you're supposed to, and then once you take care of that case, you'll have certain conditions of any probation. You'll be required to follow those too.
And at that point, we'll determine whether an interlock or continuing with that
Sure.
handheld would be best.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. You're Desiree Kirks. And Ms. Kirks, in cause number 24, DCCR 0518, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of deadly conduct, discharging a firearm from February 9th of 2024. And what that means is if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be between 2 years and up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here on the tablet a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it with Mr. Kimmler's that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer. If you
This is courtroom pressure in real time. The judge is basically saying, bring the restitution or be ready for consequences. Final resets are serious because patience runs out fast. Restitution can save a defendant from harsher outcomes, but only if it's paid in full and on time. Be honest, if you were in this position, would you scramble to pay or take your chances in court?
wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 10-year deferred probation, a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow any and all rules of probation. Do you understand what the offer is?
Yes, ma'am.
You have every right to reject that offer and have your case set for trial. I want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you're found guilty and what your possibilities are or options are if you go to trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Mr. Nichols, is there any reason to believe that that offer would change or any information you don't have?
I don't see anything at this point, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Kirks, I want to make sure you understand that after today, I will not accept this plea agreement. So if you change your mind later, you could enter a plea of guilty, but it would be to something different or just open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so we will get it set on the trial docket. Mr. Kimmler will begin preparation for trial. All right, you're free to go. Good morning. Are you Ryan Hodge? And Mr. Hodge is charged in cause number 24, DCCR 1167, with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And Mr. Kimmler, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, the state has suggested that perhaps I sit down with Mr. Hodge. He's from out of state. He lives in Oklahoma, and look at the video from this, and, so he can be perhaps better aware of the circumstances of the case.
I would think
This
that would
time
be important.
He's not prepared to enter a plea.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset the case just one time. Mr. Hodge, while you're in town, get with Mr. Kimmler. Y'all figure it out. I want you to take a look at that video between now and the next court date so we can get an announcement at the next court date. Okay.
She had sorry to interrupt, he had been on quite a few jail dockets, and now that he's out on bond, he has Mr. Kimler. I did suggest that them watching the video together before the next announcement would be very beneficial. I do have a concern with his out-of-state residency, not necessarily that he remained here, but he has some felony priors in Oklahoma, Judge, and I don't know if the court might think it advisable to have him put on a GPS so that we know where.
You're already on a
Okay.
GPS? Okay,
For my bonding.
okay. Make sure you follow all of the conditions of your bond, whether it's court conditions or conditions with your bonding company, okay? And again, make sure you get with Mr. Kimler. I want y'all to watch that video before that next court date,
Yes, sir.
okay? All right, you're free to go. Morning.
Morning, how are you, Judge?
Good. Good morning, you're Shay Morgan, and what is the announcement?
Judge, I'm asking for a little more time to review the discovery. We've just recently downloaded it. I say recently, but somewhat recently.
Okay,
but
looks like you were just hired at the end of July.
Yes.
All right, any issues?
No.
All right, I'll just do a normal reset. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gertz so that once he gets all of that, you guys can visit and see if we can get an announcement, okay? All right, you're free to go.